You guys asked, so I deliver. This is a day in the life of a sandwich artist at Subway. Before we get started with the video though, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I post videos just like this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and it really helps us grow the community. Alright, let's go. So the first thing you're gonna do whenever you open up the Subway stores, you're gonna have to open up the register. It's really easy and takes a few clicks, but then is where it gets intense. Next, you have to take all the food buckets from the fridge, put them into the front, and you have to refill all the vegetables. Usually you're alone too, so you gotta do this fast so that you can move to the next step. Once you bring all the veggies and meats to the front and everything's filled, next you're going to cook bread. Bread will usually take anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half to be made, so make sure you have time. You got to spray the dough and then you got to put it into the seasonings if you're making Italian herbs and cheese or honey-o, and then you're going to have to proof the bread and then put it into the oven. We proof the bread so that it gets nice and puffy. By this time, it's usually 10:30 or 11, so you're going to have to look out for anything that the person from the last night didn't do. This can include filling up chips, sodas, sauces, you name it. And here is the hour of break between 11 a.m. and 12. You basically have 1 hour to just relax and prepare for the lunch rush. But sometimes this hour gets really busy too, so don't hold your breath. And then comes the lunch rush. At noon sharp, there's always a huge line that comes into Subway and you gotta be ready. Usually there's 2 or 3 people working at the same time, and you kind of just gotta go through customer to customer, and you'll have anywhere from like 20 customers during the next hour to 50 or 60 in that hour. Usually around 1 to 1:30 this lunch rush dies, and you gotta fill everything up and just make sure everything's prepared. And the rest of the day is pretty easy if we're being real. You'll have customers just coming in and out pretty slowly. You're gonna have to make sure things are filled along the way, and you're gonna have to probably cut up vegetables and do other stuff along the way as well. Oh, and I forgot the most important part, cookies. Usually you want to prepare the cookies before the lunch rush happens, but we've had it where we had to make them after the lunch rush happened, so it really depends. Rest of the day, if we're being real, is pretty smooth sailing. You just go about, make the sandwiches, do your thing, mop the floors, make sure the front's filled once again, make sure the sodas are filled, and everything's good. And then finally, once you're closing up shop, you gotta count the money, do all the trash bins, check one more time if everything's filled. As you can tell, that's a very important part of this process. Do all the dishes, put out bread into the refrigerator for the next day, cut up tuna, anything that you have to do with the vegetables as well, and boom, you're ready to put everything in the fridge from the front, and you're kind of ready to close up. Just make sure you close the register, and you take all the bread from the outside proofer and put it inside the proofer, and boom, you have yourself one day at Subway. As you can tell, it's kind of action-packed. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, turn on those bell notifications so you know whenever I post a video. Thanks for watching. Peace and love, everybody, and there's more videos like this to come. So once again, remember to subscribe and like. Thank you guys. Eat fresh.